What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So recently I did one of those live streams where I do some online shopping and take suggestions from the audience, and we grabbed a couple things from Fragrance World that I wanted to do in a video today. The one I'm most excited about, Azzure Aoud, supposed to smell like Oud Maracuja from Maison Crivelli, which I do have a sample of, quite familiar with and love, so I'm eager to see what they brought here. I see all the hype from a lot of my viewers. Liquid Brun, however you say it. Parfums de Marly Altair Clone. And then this is supposed to be Gentle Fluidity Silver, and I dropped it. It doesn't matter, it went a whole 5 inches down. But Varakh, is that how you say that? Varakh Silver. It's supposed to be Gentle Fluidity Silver. Now, I don't have anything Gentle Fluidity Silver from MFK other than I used to have a sample that was part of a discovery set, so I'm familiar with it. I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but I figured what the hell, we'll give it a shot. So we'll bust these open, we'll give them a sniff, see what I think, try to find some notes and compare them. Probably look at the notes on the originals, because typically Fragrance World note breakdowns aren't the easiest to find all the time. So we'll look at the originals, see if it kind of shakes with what I'm smelling, and we'll give them a first impressions rating. So stay tuned. So we are definitely starting with French Avenue Azzure Aoud, which really nice presentation. Much nicer than the other French Avenue fragrance I have, which is Parfums de Marly Greenly, basically. It's French Avenue Aether French Avenue. So very nice presentation. I have to give them their due here. See, how does this open specifically? Does it open this way? It does open this way. Folds open, velvety, and there went the bottle, but nice velvety type of feel to it. A little foam cutout that houses the bottle that apparently it was not secure in, but the bottle does look nice, I have to say. Kind of tower style. Okay, a little heft to it. Cheap ass cap, but who cares? Not the most important thing in the world. Let's give it a spray. Really, really good atomizer. So, not the most important thing, but always a good thing, right? Way more oud funk than the real deal. Very similar, but no, not as good. Definitely not as good as getting the real deal, I have to say. It's got that tropical fruit smell, a lot more somewhat medicinal oud funk to it. And I do like the way it smells, but I don't think it can touch actual Oud Maracuja. This will get you by. But I would say, just based off of this opening, as it dries, it might get closer. I would say it's like 70%, 75% accurate, because the smell of the oud is very different. They're very different from one another. Obviously, there's a quality gap here as well. It's nice. I'll definitely wear it and give it a fair shake, but this initial spray, it doesn't measure up. It doesn't, I gotta say. I'm kind of surprised. Had higher hopes for this than anything else. It is good though, just not super accurate. It's pretty accurate, but not even close to being one-to-one, in my opinion, of course. I don't know who else has spoken about this one. I don't know what they think. I don't care what anyone else has to say about it in a review. My thoughts are mine, you know what I mean? So that's why I typically don't watch other reviews on stuff like this. Just in general, because I don't want to be, have an expectation going in. I try to avoid that stuff. I'm going to say good, not great. Let's fire up the laptop and look at Oud Maracuja's notes and cue the SpongeBob transition.
A few minutes later.
So, highly respected on Parfumo is Oud Maracuja, 8.3 out of 10, 808 ratings for the real deal. Notes of passion fruit, leather oud, akigali wood, Indonesian patchouli, saffron, benzoin, cistus, labdanum, Turkish rose, and vanilla. I gotta say, there's more of a leather accord now that it's settled in than there is oud. That funkiness at the top was very pungent, very in your face and medicinal. It has settled a little bit. The oil sheen is outrageous on my hand. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up with the lighting. There you go. Just like freaking Crisco on my hand. High oil concentration. It definitely leaves a nice slick. As it's settling down, it's getting more like Oud Maracuja. I would say like 80%. But that's like, I think, is no matter how far into the dry down we go, I think 80% is probably going to be about as close as it's going to get. It clearly was going the path of Oud Maracuja, but I don't think it's near as good. As a standalone fragrance, instead of just looking at it from how close is it to the original, it does smell good. It does smell nice. I don't think everyone's going to enjoy this unless they're familiar with the thing it's cloning and they like that going into it. If you just buy this at random and you're not able to really, you're like, oh, I like certain ouds, and you get this and you're like, kind of funky. Kind of funky. Not bad, not great. Kind of falls in between. I like it, don't love it. I think it's very good. It's just not as good as I hoped it would be. I think it's 7 out of 10 type of stuff. It's a very good fragrance. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to spend more time with it. This is not going to be my final opinion on the fragrance. This is my first impression on the fragrance. And, a little disappointed. I had higher hopes and expectations for it. Clearly, this is not going to suffice with me not getting the original still, because that sample is almost empty. But, French Avenue, Azzure Aoud, very good fragrance at 7 out of 10. Just not a great fragrance. Now for what I seem to see as a hype monster, Liquid Brun. I also have a decant of Altair, which I thought was a really good fragrance, but not to where I felt like I needed a bottle of it. Look at that tearing. So, cheaply made. Looks cool, but cheaply made stuff. No big deal. I mean, who cares? I'm throwing the box away. Anyway, just got to show you guys and point it out. Again, the bottles do look cool. This tower style. I do like the brown and gold. It kind of copperish brown and gold. Looks good. It does look good. Now, let's see. Parfums de Marly is not the highest quality stuff on the planet here. They use a lot of synthetics, but they use quality synthetics. So let's see how close we get here with kind of a spritz and a half. See what we're working with. So what I remember of that one, very much a orange blossom, woody vanilla type of fragrance. What I like to compare it to the most is stuff like Montal Woods and Spices, Nico's Sculpture, things like that. That kind of profile. That's what kind of kept me away from it. If this has more of a twist, I think it'll be a better situation for me, because the reason I don't have Altair was I find it too similar to those fragrances for me personally. It's like I already have those. Do I need to spend $200 and get something that smells very similar to what I already have? This is better than Azzure Aoud. Okay, just on first sniff, I see why this is getting love. This does smell really good. So it does remind me of those fragrances, but not the same. It is a little bit different. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And I was not that excited by this one, because I was like, Altair, okay. Sure, it'll be good. It's actually pretty damn good. I do like this. It does have that orange blossom woody vanilla smell, but it's a little different. And I think it is the orange blossom type oil, or even if orange blossom's even in there, it smells like orange blossom. I like it. It does smell unnatural and chemically synthetic, but there's charm to certain fragrances that are like that. Hell, I wore Club de Nuit Intense Man, the EDT, yesterday. Wife was sniffing me up and down over and over about how good I smelled. It cracks me up every time, because I wore Creed Aventus the week before, and that was not the same reaction. The $25 synthetic inspired fragrance got a lot more love than the real deal that's hundreds of dollars and much higher quality. So you never know what's going to do the trick. I'm digging this. The vanilla's coming out more almost immediately. It's starting to add more vanilla to the profile. There's charm to this. There's charm to this. Let's pull up the notes. I'm curious here. I don't remember them specifically.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, highly rated. People love Altair. Ranked number 21. People love it more than I do. Cinnamon, orange blossom, bergamot, bourbon, vanilla, elemi resin, praline, ambroxan, guaiac wood, musk. Just to give you a baseline of what they're going for here. I don't know the exact formula of what's happening here. Because like I said, I'm not even bothering looking for Fragrance World note breakdowns. Because it can be a bit of a challenge. You got to kind of deep dive to find them sometimes. It's not as easy as looking at what they were inspired by and just get an idea. Because that's the profile they're aiming towards. So there's similarity here. I definitely get orange blossom and vanilla. Ambroxan and musk and guaiac wood do make sense. Dare I say a sandalwood perhaps, because it's a little on the creamy side. This one's great. This one's 8 out of 10. This is better than Azzure Aoud, which Azzure Aoud has gotten a lot better. The passion fruit, tropical fruity smells coming out more in Azzure Aoud, but I'm sticking to my guns on a 7 out of 10 because that was what I thought in my first impression. Liquid Brun, Liquid Brun, however you want to say it. This is great. This is 8 out of 10 kind of stuff. Clearly still a quality gap between this and the PDM fragrance, as to be expected with the third fragrance. I don't expect it to have MFK quality, but the profiles, that's what I'm looking for. Let me get some joy out of it, even if the profiles aren't the most accurate. Whereas still here, I don't think this is 100% accurate. I think this is probably 80% accurate as well, 80, 85%. Very close, just not spot on. But it makes me want to wear it more. I will say that. This makes me want to reach for it. Liquid Brun, however you say it, 8 out of 10. Will the score continue to go up? Will it level off? I don't know. This is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity Silver Clone, which is highly respected. Very much a loved masculine profile. Professional, fresh type of stuff. So let's see what Fragrance World brought to the table with their inspiration of said fragrance. Same as what's on the front of the box. Have this kind of, I don't know, dripped metal, crumpled aluminum foil. It looks like it could be a few different things. Fragrance World logo on top of the cap. Name of the fragrance on the back side. Hefty bottle. I do quite like the bottle. Cap's decent. Let's see what we're working with here. Another good atomizer. I do like this bottle. The bottles are nice. The bottles are definitely nice on all three of these. Good stuff. A little bit of a mothball thing going on. And not necessarily eucalyptus. Could be. The eucalyptus I've been sniffing lately has been some high quality minty eucalyptus. Watery, musky, a bit floral. So that mothball thing was literally just in the opening blast with the alcohol, I guess, because I don't get that. It faded quickly. So disregard that. It doesn't stay. Definitely very musky clean. A little on the soapy side. Fresh. Simplistic. Straightforward. Pretty much what I expected. Not near the quality, but pretty much what I expected here. Another one I would call 80-85%. Pretty accurate to Gentle Fluidity Silver, but not special. The most basic of the bunch here. It's even got a little bit of a smoky nuance to it that I don't recall getting from Gentle Fluidity Silver itself. So, kind of a twist, I guess we could say. Nope. I was going back to Oud Maracuja. Well, Azzure Aoud. I like it. It's simple, and it's definitely not special. Let me look up MFK's notes.
12 seconds later.
Gentle Fluidity Silver, highly respected in its ratings. Vanilla musk, juniper berry, nutmeg, woods, coriander seeds. So nothing smoky here. Fresh, woody, spicy, green, aquatic. Yeah, watery for sure. So I agree with aquatic. Just enough. Very fresh, musky. A hint of spice. Nothing very spicy. I don't know if they went with the same notes. Just lower quality oils. Something similar, though. It definitely smells similar to this. It's easy going. Again, I get this smoky nuance to it. I don't know what's doing that. Again, I don't know the exact formula of this fragrance. I really do like this bottle. I don't know. It's oddly attractive. Irrelevant. But I do like it. 7.5. Very good. And the reason it gets that half a point bump is just so easy going and so approachable and easy. It's just pick up, spray, and go kind of stuff. Dumb reach, as they're called. It's pick up, spray, and go. Way more so than something like Azzure Aoud. So that's where I think it gets that half point bump. Still very good. Not great, but very good stuff. This one I would recommend if you're looking for a pretty good representation. Not a great clone of MFK Gentle Fluidity Silver, but a pretty good one. For sure. I think it walks the path very closely without ever really stepping on the path. I like it. So just to recap, the Oud Maracuja clone, Azzure Aoud, has gotten much closer as it's settled down and started to get into the heart a bit more. Of Oud Maracuja, I'm sticking to my guns. It's like 80-85% accurate. I'm going to stick with 7 out of 10. I'm not going to flip-flop on the rating. We're sticking with 7 out of 10. It smells like it's got room to grow as I spend more time with it, do full wearings and stuff like that. That rating, I think, will go up. It's crazy oil sheen, though. I bet performance is going to be crazy on this. And then the Altair clone, Liquid Brun, however you would like to call it. This is a good one. That vanilla's coming out more and more. I'm sticking with my 8 out of 10 here. This is the best of the bunch. This is great. Yeah, I really like this one. This is going to be great for the fall. And then Gentle Fluidity Silver's clone, Varakh. I don't know if the K is silent or the H is silent. I'm not sure. Love the bottle. And just easy going, fresh, watery, musky, a little peppered spice. Yeah, this is a good one. Very good, 7.5 out of 10. So if you're interested in checking any of these out, I did pick them up from Fragrance Buy. They are linked down below. I do earn a very small commission if you happen to pick something up through those links. If not, all good. Don't worry about it. I just appreciate you checking out the video and, you know, kind of listen to me give my thoughts on smelling these for the first time, because I will get some wear out of them. I will report back some of these, maybe all three. I don't know. We'll get full review videos. I think all three warrant a full review video. I'm curious because I feel like they will blossom more through full wearings and letting them dry a bit further, and we could touch base on performance and so on and so forth. So be on the lookout for that in the coming, I would say, over the next several weeks to a month as I spend time with these for some full reviews to come out. So thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications before you leave. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.